so our France adventure continues. We are in the 30 Days in France series, and this is episode 2. But before we get to this episode, if you just happen to stumble on our channel, we are Destined to Explore, and we are
Tom
and Marquita, and we normally are sharing our travel adventures in our RV as we explore the United States. But we did a fun diversion in September and went to France for a month. So in our last episode, we spent a week or so in Paris, and in this episode, Chamonix.
Chamonix, yes.
So here's Chamonix. Leaving Paris and heading east to Strasbourg, we opted to take the bullet train. Reaching a speed of nearly 200 miles an hour, we were able to cut the commute by car from 5 hours to about 90 minutes by train. We're going to cover Strasbourg with you in a later video, but from there we rented a car and headed south to Chamonix. The French countryside is absolutely gorgeous, from rolling hillsides to farmland, and as we headed south to Chamonix, we wound up in the rugged mountains of the French Alps. Absolutely gorgeous as we went down into the valley of Chamonix, surrounded by the incredible mountains. And as we came down into the valley and entered the town of Chamonix, we were just blown away by how pretty the town is. It looks like a little Swiss Alps place, probably because it's French Alps, but all the buildings in this little town were dressed up in flowers and painted with bright colors right at the base of the mountains. And even some of the murals were just incredible with the attention to detail. The flowers there were incredible. Even in September, they were bright and spring-like, and they were literally everywhere on the buildings and in these along the river here that's in the middle of the town. Our very first thing we decided to do was go up to Mont Blanc, and we took the gondola that would take us up to the very top, and then hopefully the plan was to go from there and take another little gondola into the Italian Alps. So we rode up the top and were able to see the incredible views of the valley. The ride up the gondola was incredible, with views abounding. And of course, the very last part before we got up there, we were so close to the mountains, it felt like you could just reach out and touch the rocks that were there. At the top observatory, we were able to see Mont Blanc, which was just incredible. And it was a pristine day, one of the few actual days there where it wasn't shrouded in clouds. We saw some hikers preparing to go out and do some hiking along Mont Blanc. We are sitting on our deck overlooking that, and we had a fabulous day. We did. We went to Chamonix, or Mont Blanc, and if you don't know what that is, it's that. We have an excellent view of the valley of Chamonix. We are in Angers, which is a little north of that. Oh, hey, here comes a train. One might think that's annoying, right outside our window.
But it stopped relatively early.
Yes, it stopped like at 8 or 9 o'clock, and didn't start up again till like 6, so we never heard them in the night. So, all right, next up, we don't know. We'll see you tomorrow.
No,
We're on a chairlift.
we are.
It's been a long time since we've been on a. Ooh, I look kind of funky.
But no skis.
No skis, and nobody else is on the chairlifts. But look at the stunning view. We'll share when we get to the top, but
Do not drop that phone.
I won't drop the phone.
No, I just really worried
But look
about
at the
that.
view behind us and the view beside us. All right, chairlift. I hope I don't fall when I get off, because that's embarrassing. All right. Gondola. Coming down from some thing, we'll put a name up here. I can't remember the name of the place we are at, but tell them about our morning.
Well, we took the little cog-driven train up the mountain to go to see some glacier caves.
Glacier what?
Glacier caves.
Glacier caves, yes. Or one glacier
Yes.
cave.
Yes, so we got up there. We knew ahead of time, but the gondola for that down into the valley for the glacier was not running because it was too windy, so we hiked it down to the glacier.
So it was 2 kilometers of steep back and forth, kind of like what you see a little bit back here, although this is a little bit worse, but switchbacks down into the valley to then where you got on a platform or a set of stairs, 550 steps down.
From that point, after a couple kilometers down.
Right. So you take 550 steps continually down to get to the ice caves.
And we got to the ice caves, we went through those, and they were, I don't know how to describe them best.
What are the words?
Underwhelming. Yeah, they were nice. They were nice. Wasn't very large. They were good, but something like Antelope Canyon was much better. It was. I'm glad we went. I'm glad we saw them, but it was. I expected a little more.
Yeah, for all that effort. Seriously, it was a huffer. But as Tom has been saying all along on this trip, timing is everything. And first of all, again, on our way up and through everything, we had to wait for the train, but we never missed anything. We never stood in line, and we got on the first try of everything. But what was our little?
So on the way back up, very shortly after we left the caves, the ice caves, it started to rain, sprinkle a bit, so it was starting to get wet. And as we were making our way up the stairs, we saw the gondola start to run. So instead of having to hike all the way back up the mountain to where the train was, we got to ride the gondola.
So we had to walk back up the 550 steps to where the gondola is, but we didn't have to hike up the woods, the switchbacks. So we were thankful for that. And then we spent this afternoon, like we said, taking another gondola up to the top of the ski resort, which is amazing. For skiers, for really good skiers, this place would be a dream.
Oh yeah.
But again, I'm struck by the fact that there's hardly anybody here. Everybody's over at Mont Blanc, but this is an incredible view of the valley, and we'll show you some pictures of all that. But Chamonix does not disappoint.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So this is day 2 of 3 here in Chamonix. So we'll see what adventures await both tonight. Probably not much. And tomorrow. So stay tuned. We're on a chairlift. We're on a chairlift over, there's Mount Blanc over there, Mont Blanc.
Behind us.
So, we're thinking this is dang cool. I'm gonna flip the camera around while Tom worries about me dropping it to see what's in front of us. All right, well anyway, that's our view and we're having a blast. Well, we found a place to have a snack.
We did.
At the top of the Brevant gondola or
something. You can put the
I'll
name
put what it really is. They call it a telephonique. But anyway, it's beautiful, as you can see behind us.
Yep.
We're at the top. It's just glorious. So, wish you were here, but kind of glad you're not. Okay, bye. And just like that, we have left Chamonix. Chamonix was fabulous. We did a lot of fun things there that we enjoyed. Here's a pro tip for you. If you ever plan to go to Chamonix, first of all, avoid the summer months and the winter months because that's when it's most crowded. Apparently it's really crowded in the summer. We hit it just right at the beginning of September because all the Europeans have gotten off vacation. They usually all go on vacation in August. So in September was great, but if you come in September, be sure to come in the first half of September because many of the sites close. Most of the thing we enjoyed the most was taking the trams up to the, to Mont Blanc, to Brevant, to Le Praz, where you can go up into the ski areas and hike around and look around, and it's just incredible. Those all closed yesterday, our last day.
I think Mont Blanc stayed open.
Could be, yeah. But Mont Blanc is a little different. It's
or maybe they shut down for a couple months. I don't know.
Yeah, not sure. So anyway, I highly recommend early September. Not only because it's less touristy, the weather was fabulous, but also you can still access those cable cars up the mountains to the ski areas. So all in all, it was fabulous, and we're really looking forward to our next leg of the journey. We hope to see what adventures await us there. So there is Chamonix.